You're actually correct. We haven't even seen Mephisto, at least in a couple of the matches. Yesterday, he was banned out. We had him dabbled in a little bit. Today, not even touched. Really kind of showing that these teams are staying away from showing off these new heroes. So let's go into it. Fnatic will have the first ban of the game. So far, been sticking with that Genji. We'll see if they do the same here.
Genji Maiev is going to be the same bans again. Like, why change it here? Again, you don't want to show anything to opponents that study this. So I don't expect any craziness coming out of Fnatic. I expect a lot of craziness coming out of the Monkey Menagerie. It's game number 3, so they are going to go for another comp here. I mean, I was actually, it's kind of funny because I was thinking about, okay, what's the craziest that I could come up with? And I looked past him, and in case that you remember our studio setup here, we have certain heroes on the wall. So I looked past him, and the first thing that I see is a Nova homing in on me, and I'm like, huh. And I'm like, yeah, it's a bit too crazy for the map.
I like the next one that came up, Butcher and Varian. There we go, that's a combo. Twin Blades.
Yeah.
We actually had Butcher and Varian yesterday in North America.
Yeah, the week before too.
Yeah.
They played, Heroes Hearth played Wind Blades twice in the match. It didn't matter for them. One loss, one win, if I'm not mistaken.
Maiev gone. And let's figure out what Monkey's gonna take out to meet Urel. Okay, so they're done with the Urel train. But that does leave the Hawk up.
And Blaze.
And Blaze. And Fnatic has been moving into their top laner a lot in their drafts. They decided to go inside today, though, as they go straight into a Diablo.
Breeze again with his toxic Diablo skin. According to him, the best skin for the hero by far. Whenever you want to trigger Breeze, talk to him about Diablo skin and say that that skin is not good.
I feel like the Mercablo is underrepresented for Diablo players.
Breeze is not going to touch another skin. This is the one. And he is very adamant about it. He has a very set opinion on that specific topic. You can make no argument against any other. Like, isn't he the only Diablo, one of the very few Diablo that doesn't play the what's the new one?
The creepy Diablo 3 one?
No. No, there's two. The other one that came out, the Mexican Fiesta Diablo
the Fiesta
skin.
ones.
What is that?
No, I think Fiesta's correct. I think we're
Fiesta?
all, I don't know why I thought Nacho Libre for a second, but that's not right at all.
I have no idea.
I call it Fiesta. I don't know the actual term for it.
I think it's called. It starts
Mariachi.
With Mariachi.
Mariachi.
There we go. Thank you. I was just like,
we're
Jesus.
cultured.
Ugh.
Leo instead of the Dahaka actually coming out.
I want to see a Drain build again.
Yeah?
Just for those. We've seen it just yesterday. I wouldn't mind that again. I mean, we don't even know if there's going to be another frontline. There's only an ETC on the side of the Menagerie. Ban out Blaze and ETC is going to be in trouble. That's pretty much what I'm thinking right now. In the games before, they banned frontliners. They go for Malthael this time. Makes Breeze's life a bit easier. Don't hate that. But yeah, if you ban Blaze out and ETC is all on his lonesome, then he's going to be in quite a bit of trouble. Now they have the chance to get Blaze. Thrall's still out there. You can play triple still. Triple melee. But yeah, let's see what Alex is going to pick. I mean, granted, it is Alex, so why would I think Blaze? Blaze is too normal.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Mephisto. Said we haven't seen him yet. And Monkeys will be the one to play him. And we got a Chen.
There we go. I apologize. Why would I ever think like Blaze? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Chen is way more...
What kind of commentator are you?
Yeah, way more Alex. It's like, I didn't figure in the Alex factor.
I mean, is that the play against the Diablo Leo, though?
That's not the question that you ask when you're on the Monkeys.
That's fair.
It's like, is that an 86 hero? Yes or no? That's the only question that you ask.
Rainer and Kel'Thas.
Kel'Thas, all right. And Rainer again. That's now the second time in a row? Yeah, only the first time.
And a Zebo.
All right.
Can they delay long enough? We do an over-under?
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. Over-under. Okay, I say with that setup... 14 minutes.
14 minutes?
Gonna make it more difficult for you. You guys can play too, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go for a risk.
I go 14 minutes. You guys have to say, basically I say 14 minutes and the game's over. Doesn't matter who wins. But you guys can decide if it's over or under. And believe me, that could be cutting it close. Like, yeah, I say 14. With the draft
sure
here,
you don't want to go up a little bit? Because there's a lot of late game heroes here. You sure 14 minutes is your final call? Because I'm like 100% over. Like, it's not even a question.
I just say they're not winning the objective.
Okay.
The Fnatic is going to push with the objective. You have Arena Hyperion. Going to go through that. I say 14 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it.
All right, I'm going to go over on this.
All
Muffin
right.
on the line.
Muffin on the line.
Blueberry.
Banana nut.
Okay. Deal. I'll write it down. Banana. That's a lot of A and A.
I mean, monkeys, yeah, it has to be banana nut.
That's a way to do it there. All right, let's go to game number 3, and we'll see if it's going to be 14 minutes long or if the monkeys are going to surprise us with this Chen play coming out against Fnatic.
We should tell them. All right, game on. Left side, Fnatic with Amena on Kalthas. We have Breeze on Diablo with a Spell Shield on one. Shrimpy here on Jimmy. Smexy, and they got Kane. And last but not least, last hope, Leoric. Mena, or Maka opens up the game with good luck, have fun. You'll need it.
Whoa.
Shots.
Market bringing the aggression, and he'll also be bringing the Mephisto. Splinter on Whitemane, Crosby on Nazebo, Rimmer on ETC, and Alex a Pro G to play Chen.
Early builds, as expected. You have once again the Malicious Intent, so the spell power on Mephisto. Again, we're going to keep an eye on him. We had a couple of variations coming in from Mephisto players so far. Nothing too crazy, but now still the pretty much standard. Alex with the elusive brawler on Chen on his level 1. So Panda power for him. And talking Panda power, he's going in deep immediately. Running straight into that gravity lapse that Mena had ready for him.
Yeah, and getting a living bomb on him and running straight into his teammates, giving him 3. Sharing is caring. As monkeys, we'll start off the brawl. They actually get Shrimpy pretty low and start to head towards their lanes.
All right, rotations are coming in. Rema Baller. That mount.
It's better than the Pleb Horse, though, right? Or is it worse than the Pleb Horse?
I actually think this is worse.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
To be honest, that Lizard is, in my opinion, a top 3 contender for the ugliest mount in the game.
Some people see ugly as beauty. You know?
That was one of the, like, what does it even mean?
Exactly.
You're such a dummy sometimes.
There are moments.
Exactly.
I feel like that's like a lot of discussions for a lot of people. They just want to be a devil's advocate and they just say things. You're like, what does it even mean? Like, what? What are you going for? Just human nature, man.
We're all living in the simulation anyways.
It's true.
All right, Breeze already anchoring the rotation here. I mean, the top lane is pretty much what you would expect. Chen and Leoric are going up against each other. It's all about the drain. Last Hope is going to look for that, but there's very little that's going to happen up there, so we're going to focus heavily on that 4-man. And we actually see Chen making the rotation now into the middle, so we have a bit of a stop against him. It's getting really annoying because Alex has to rotate topside now pretty quickly, and that's exactly what he does. So that forces Rema to go into the mid lane, and Leoric is already attempting to slow him down. You just saw it on the minimap. Alex, of course, as he is Chen, could jump over him and therefore soak the experience on that top side. But down here, we have more camps now taken by the Menagerie.
That is the one appeal about a Chen, is you can't slow him down on a 1v1. Him having the ability to jump through a minion or even jump over you.
And you need stuns against him.
Yeah.
So you need the gravity lapse, you need also... I mean, Diablo, Reyna to an extent can help pushing him out of the brew, but then again on level 7 we're most likely going to get the insta shield for him. 4 is the Ring of Fire that's been taken here, so you have a bit more wave clear. Like for the solo lane, he's fantastic in this setup, but stuns are definitely not his friend.
Yeah. When you get the team fights, it's mostly coming down to your Wandering Keg. What are you able to pull off? What separation can you get? And look at the composition, actually. I think Wandering Keg will do wonders for both Nazebo and Mephisto. Typically heroes that you want to give as much space as possible so they can do as they like.
Now it's Shrine time. Good push out at the bot lane, by the way. It's an entire wave that's lost to the Menagerie, so that's great for Fnatic. Getting some extra experience that they deny to their opponent. Already homing in on Alex here. Make with decent damage, getting the Skull Missile in play. Last Hope actually gets caught, but moves out right away here. Nice moves for the Monkeys, though. Actually getting ahead here. That's definitely not good for me.
Yeah? they were on point when it came to jumping on the Shrine, whereas Fnatic was trying to clear that lane on the top, but also push out the bottom lane. So while they did get more experience out of it, Monkeys, on the other hand, were able to get a lead on the Shrine phase, and Fnatic realizes, okay, we cannot break this. We're just going to go ahead and go for experience and come back and defend.
I mean, it's only the first Punisher, but that already makes me worried a little bit for my 14-minute prediction. It's only the first one.
10 minutes and counting, though.
They're scaling.
And we are guaranteed at least another 3 to 4 minutes for the next Shrine, which will put us up to 8. And with no force going over to the Monkey side, that means you're banking on a Monkey win right now.
No, it's only the first one. This one isn't easy.
Yeah, but...
Oh, Alex goes in deep, like, okay, jumps over. I mean, yeah, the team is opening up the wall, so that works out. And now having Last Hope coming in. And they're going for Alex. Gets slowed down, but of course has the mobility to jump over the gate again. But here comes Mena from the side. Gets an immediate gravity lapse in. Big fight here. Nice power slide from Baller. Fnatic needs to be careful. The follow-up from Crosby was there to trap Breeze, but not enough damage follow-up to do anything with it.
Not enough there. So we're going to have a 7 3/4 experience at 7.5 for the Monkeys. They got some damage on the fort in the middle, too. So they're just hanging in there when it comes to Soak, grabbing that first Shrine, giving them a couple of turrets. Kind of mitigated that one wave they lost at the bottom. So nothing too shabby for them.
So after Malicious Intent for Mephisto, we have now Static Barrier taken on level 4. The standard talent right now on the level.
You need it, honestly.
And Trickery. So either we have the Armor as an adjustment on level 7, or you see Trickery, which is more about the movement speed advantage that you will get. So, and of course that pseudo self-cleanse that you have there, where the roots and the slows are expiring, or are removed from Mephisto once the Shade expires. So that's what we've seen the most. But again, you have adjustments that you can make into the extra armor if you feel that this is more of a sustainable composition.
Yeah, the more and more I play Mephisto, the more I believe Trickery is going to be the main pick to go for. But again, as you mentioned, the armor is going to be something that if you feel like you are on heavy level pressure, you're going to have to pick it up. We did see Snitch get it yesterday, and it worked out for him, for Team Dignitas. We're moving towards level 10 here. The next Shrine will be at the very bottom of the map. Looking over to Chen as well, if you are looking into builds. While we've seen some different things in level 4, that Ring of Fire is up for the wave clear. Boulder Flavor has actually been the go-to for a lot of teams. The instant shields make sure that you're able to at least take a little bit of damage even if CC comes your way.
It's too good. The Insta Shield is just absolutely fantastic. It's such a great talent. And rightfully so, the first choice for many Gen players here on the level 7 talent here. So level 10s are coming in soon. That is also going to be true for the next Shrine, and that's when we should see Hyperion here if they really want to go for that push power. A lot of my 14-minute prediction hopes are banking on that talent to push with an Immortal, so we're going to see if that's going to be chosen. Shrimpy, don't disappoint me here.
7.5 minutes and counting, Caldor. You getting nervous?
No?
Okay. Shrine about to be grabbed here on the
Here's
top
the thing.
left.
I played over and under at the Western Clash when I was not on the casting desk.
Yeah.
And I actually had a 30-minute prediction or like something on this map, and I nearly lost because I said under.
Did you?
No, I said over. And so, yeah, if you have a team that aggressively pushes, 14 is absolutely realistic, even though we're already 7 in. The game speeds up after level 10 a lot. But again, I also... It's going
to be a Banshee.
No Hyperion.
Good choice, Shrimpy. Looking for that DPS. All the scouting, too. Can keep an eye on both ETC and Chen. It is a stage dive, by the way, for ETC.
I mean, it is a fantastic choice going into the Raiders, but not for me. Stage dive for the global aspect, so ETC is taking over the top lane, and now we have the next Shrine here. Make going in. Also, great for Kel'Thas completing his quest. Leoric still locked into that battle with ETC at the top lane, and there's still 2 camps ready there, but ETC is going to make that move very soon here. Nice move. Make cleansed out, the intercession being used by Splendor here in his white main. Make low, ETC with a stage dive going for a breeze. Shrimpy already isolated, and here comes the Ravenous Spirit, and Shrimpy is down.
The Panda Pal's jumping on there. Mane might be the next one too as well if Alex can get on there. Slowing down Mane. Here comes Make with the damage. The Arcane Barrier comes out for a minute to keep him alive. It's going to actually be a shield from Deckard actually, but Alex Aproji still keeping up with the pressure as Smexy will be the next one focused down. Monkeys get away, but they only pick a Rainer off.
Yeah, but they also lose on Zebo. That's another big one because we saw Leoric just go straight in for him and rip him apart. So that's a 4 versus 4, at least for now, but Reyna is making his way back now. And already Fnatic is taking over the Shrine at this point, looking to see if they can jump on Alex. Here comes the combo with the Apocalypse, trying to go for Chen. but Make is there immediately, starting to jump in with the Lightning Nova, trying to zone them out. Fnatic with a slight lead in experience, but both of them still fighting over Punisher number 2.
The damage just not quite here. Krause finally codes up and drops a couple spiders, but Shannon's the focus as the Panda will be the one to be picked off. Alex Proji go for that Bolt of Flavor. The shields trying to keep him alive, but the Lord NATO to disrupt will secure his death. And Make, he'll be next. Fnatic able to turn around and grab the Shrine here, and they'll be using that to push in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Mortar Punisher for them. They have the 5-man, only 3 heroes on the field for the Monkeys. That fort should be a foregone conclusion, and let's see what else Fnatic is going to be able to get out of this.
Pushing down the bottom lane. Will they push further? No one here to defend for the Monkeys, so that keep walls coming up here. I'm staring at that number right now. 9 minutes and 20 seconds on a push.
Getting nervous?
That Muffin currently on my mind.
No,
slowly
keep
fading
pushing!
away.
No! Go bot lane! You have a talent lead.
They're going for experience instead.
It's 100%! I'm getting nervous now.
Don't be nervous, man.
That could have been a key. That could have been a key ball at least, probably more.
Maybe it'll still be the key ball. There's minions behind it. Only Chen's here to defend.
Yeah, Chen is doing his thing. All right, Punisher's already doing work. That could have been a keep. I'm still holding strong with that. But still, Fnatic with the experience now in the middle. 3 kills against 1. The Menagerie looking for level 13 talents.
What do you think of the Ravenous Spirit, by the way, coming in?
I'm a little bit torn because we're having Lornado and we're having the Apocalypse on the other side. But again, if you can really set yourself up in a good position for Ravenous, I actually like it. And there it is again. And he has a great position for this one. That I love. So only an Apocalypse can counter that at this point. But Alex is low and gets out. Okay, the Pandas. My bad, didn't even see that. Decker down, but so is ETC. Pandas is already gone. So Alex is eating a ton of damage from all of this. Nice move though by Nazebo again, making sure that in this case at least there's no lands, but the Entomb would be there. Not even dropping it right away. They're still fighting and Shrimpy needs to be careful. Shrimpy low, might actually fall here, but Alex should die first, and he does. Great combo with the Entomb. Breeze uses it to pop off, but now Mephisto with a kill against the Auric and against Reyna.
See if he can maybe get some more here. He's about to have a shade up. I don't think he'll have enough to actually take out Mene. Sadly for Alex Aproji, Splendor dropped on the Aegis and was just barely out of range to provide him with that armor, where he may have actually been able to survive. But the Monkeys turn around, even though that was a 4v5.
3 minutes left. That keep, look at that keep at that bot lane. Ah! That could be a catapult lane right now.
And Last Hope gets locked down by Nazebo Wall. And closer we get to 14. A fluffy, crispy muffin with beautiful blueberries on top of it is becoming a reality thanks to the Monkeys.
Yeah. I still think you bribed Fnatic. They had a chance to get that keep at the bot lane, they didn't.
You think Mene would actually take a bribe?
No.
He would not.
Well, what Mena would do, he would take the bribe and then just not care about it. Like, use the bribe, you know, but not follow up on his end of the bargain. That's what Mena would do. It's just like, no, we still defeat them.
Yeah, I wish I could do a French accent. There's no way.
I can't do it. Like, I always embarrass myself when I
No
try.
Tutsa. No blueberry muffin for you. I'm here to win.
I can only do it with swear words.
We're not dropping that here. Fnatic hit 16 and they have a full level lead here. Despite some decent team fights from the Monkeys and a couple of kills, Fnatic still has this lead. Leoric being able to soak in the middle and the top lane has really gotten this lead. There is a wave pushing in the bottom lane while Proji gets locked by an Entomb. We'll see if he's able to get out. He tries to go for the Storm Within Fire, and the interrupt from Rainier.
And that's the moment when you end the bot lane.
He just goes straight for the push. If he had Hyperion, he could have.
Yes, I know! Oh, okay, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a muffin.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Breeze.
Let me down.
Wow, actually catching Make with the shade.
I mean, Fnatic plays it smart. They're not playing it aggressive as I expected. They're playing it more smart. They're getting their kills on the map, but they're just running with the advantage. They're saying, okay, we're going to win this eventually as long as we stay this far ahead. I mean, right now, the objective is really, after you already claimed your 16, you're going to get the top Punisher. You're going to try and get the top keep with a push. Then you back off, you wait for 20, and you finish around 20. So that's currently what Fnatic is aiming for here.
I mean, even with this push here, if they go a little bit further, they can maybe look to get a little damage on the keep wall before 16 hits for the Monkeys. You need to be careful, but with the 2 members in the bottom lane.
Oh, if they get a kill here, that would be fantastic, and they're going deep for Alex. That's a chance, but no interrupt on the Pandas.
This time he gets it there. Meanwhile, Shrimpy's working on the camp the entire time.
Shrimpy's on. I was like, why did Reyna not interrupt that? And I'm like, oh, look at Shrimpy. He's actually on the camp right now.
I mean, honestly, I don't think he expected Chen to jump in there and drop a heroic.
That's a good point.
They get the camp here, and they'll be pushing in for this keep wall. Crosby's here to slow down things if he can, but with Chen coming out of Storm Within Fire, Manny comes in and gets a nice gravity lapse. Rimmer with the stage dive from the side, goes in for the power slide. Schwimpy will be the target.
And Breeze goes straight in for Nazebo. Crosby was trying to go for the Ravenous Spirit again, but now he's in trouble as Breeze is hunting him down, and Tomb is being used, locked down against Whitemane, and that could be a kill. Reyna actually the first one falling here, but Breeze is back to business now, trying to help out. Alex still low, gets stunned out once again, but we have the damage coming out against Smaxy now, and that's gonna be a dead Deckard Arcane. 2 kills for the Monkeys.
And Alex Aproji stays alive. That Boulder flavor, the shield's coming in. Monkeys able to find their kills and head over towards the Arcane Punisher. The Merc Camp didn't go over to Fnatic, will be pushing the top side, but ETC can clear that up. He'll have stage dive at about 30 seconds, and Monkeys, they have a chance here to open up the map.
Big problem for Fnatic was, I mean, it was a problem, and also, so the thing of what happened is Crosby set himself up really nice towards the side of the fight and used the Ravenous. And Breeze was just about to head back into the team fight and tank there, but then he sees that and charges over to interrupt it. So the interrupt on the Ravenous Spirit was great, but he doesn't get the kill afterwards, and then of course he misses in the team fight itself. They're at least pushing through the middle right now, so that's giving them some value. And Fnatic is actually reacting really well to that little disaster at the top side. They know they're not going to get the Punisher, but instead they're now just simply getting the camps at the bottom, making sure that they have another pressure play against the keep at bot side, and also taking the fort in the middle if they can. So both of those mercenary camps are taken.
See if the Monkeys are going to go for a full-on push here. We see that pretty often from them, where they just decide, okay, well, the game's going to be over if we don't go for a full aggression. And with an Arcane Punisher, they could follow up behind the wall if they find a kill. That's where they can jump on the core. You do have an Illidan, which is, or I'm sorry, a Chen, which is considered, if that Illidan by many. If you can get him on top of the core and have the support from your back line, you can think about clearing that up. Just a matter of Fnatic makes a mistake or not. ETC in the bottom, and it's primed and ready for a stage dive.
Alex needs to be careful here. He has the ult, but that's going to be interrupted if Fnatic pays attention, and Alex is already in trouble. Here's the ult. All right. Shrimpy wasn't there for an additional interrupt. Here comes the Apocalypse, though. They're trying to go for Whitemane, get some damage in, but of course that Punisher is jumping in. ETC so far not part of the fight. Going to stage dive soon, though, if he can.
Still not coming in with that stage dive. Really expecting that, especially with the Consumed Souls being used. And Monkeys use everything in the top lane. They get some experience in the bottom and put some damage on the keep.
A lot closer and from a game right now that I expected. 7 kills against 6. Fnatic not really using that early game opportunity as much as I thought they would. Right now they are, again, ahead in experience, but Monkeys have pretty much closed that gap. Now the forts have all fallen on the side of the Menagerie, but Fnatic still hasn't taken a keep yet, and of course they won their early 20. But I doubt it's highly unlikely that the Monkeys are going to have to fight a Talontier down again.
No.
Once that Fnatic reaches the Storm Talons, the Monkeys should have just another 10 seconds or so until they get their own 20, and that's, yeah, they're not going to fight in that little window.
And Nazebo, Crosby, has actually built enough stacks to be able to set up for that Vial Infection at level 20, sitting at a total of 186 right now.
I mean, Fnatic honestly has to be a bit careful here.
Yeah.
I was really expecting them to be more aggressive in a lot of these pushes. With the first Punisher they won in the bot lane, I expected them, especially after they took the fort down and had 100% on the Immortal, on the Punisher, I expected them to go straight for the keep. They didn't do that. And then they had this one unfortunate fight for them at the top lane, which slowed everything down even further. So from Fnatic's perspective, they really need to coordinate well around the next team fight. And they're already trying to snipe that bot lane keep if they can.
Pushing in here. Gonna have ETC in the top lane, so they do have to be worrisome.
I really like what they're doing, by the way. If you look at it, I just said earlier that the window for Fnatic shouldn't be big enough to really make anything out of a level 20. The way they're actually playing this, if they siege up on the bot side with level 20, that would just give them a tiny window where they can try and make that play.
But you still have to worry about ETC stage dive.
Yeah.
Knowing the Monkeys too, they might just jump in.
Absolutely. If you want to force that fight, that would be the way to go. You posture already up at the bot lane and you only engage once you have the Storm Talons. But now, since they're not bot lane already, they can't make that play anymore. But you could see that we're thinking about this. They made the rotation down there, and then they said, all right, let's just not do it.
20 hits for the Monkeys too, and Heroics will be coming on for them, and with no Shrine in sight quite yet, we will have one more battle around the Shrine. If Monkeys win this one, they'll be able to push in the bottom lane. There is still a fort standing for Fnatic, so they should have defensive, if they don't lose too many. On the other side, if Fnatic is able to grab the Shrine, they can push for a core victory. So we're certainly coming to the last stages of this battleground.
I mean, you are looking at this point really at the level 20 Nazebo, and that's where you have to be worried a bit. This is also, I expected this game to be way more aggressive from Fnatic's perspective, and thought, okay, they are going to push this very aggressively and will end it as early as they can to dodge out on those late game heroes ever getting a chance to shine. But now they have to exactly face that. We have Consumed by Hatred on 20 now for Marke. So additional bonus damage on that. If they can, of course, get a quick kill against maybe Alex, that would be great. There's the Buried Alive, and down goes Chen. Great play by Fnatic, exactly what they needed here.
Big sounds coming in from Last Hope, making sure that Storm, Earth, and Fire could not come off. And Breeze goes forward, gets the bolt, goes straight in from Make too. Make trying to escape. We'll be able to get some shields here toward the side and also some heals from Splendor, so at least Monkey still have 4, but with no Chen in sight, Fnatic puts their attention straight onto the Shrine.
The intercession was great from Whitebane. Getting the cleanse there onto Make was absolutely crucial. If Mephisto dies as Breeze executes the combo, then they are absolutely doomed. Even as is, they're already in a spot where it's going to be absolutely rough for them, since that level 20, plus, of course, the additional Punisher is going to be tough to beat. But yeah, Monkeys at least will have a chance to get Chen back into play. Buried Alive is going to be ready again, though. And if we're seeing another one that is as good as was Last Hope just pulled off, then that Chen can fall very quickly again.
This Punisher is defendable. It's going to be difficult. But with Zebo and his stacks up, get a couple of spiders on top of it, pull it over to the middle keep. I can see the Monkeys staying in the game, but definitely going to lose that keep for sure and have catapult pressure coming their way. Let's see what they can do here.
What's Fnatic waiting for?
I think
just pushing out the camp?
Yeah, they don't want to have anything to deal with in the top lane.
Push out the top lane seems to be the name of the game right now. There's nothing else to wait for. Before level 20, sometimes you delay because you want to make sure that you're hitting level 20. Like after the Punisher is taken, you want to hit level 20 around the next Punisher, so sometimes it makes sense to delay it. In this case, they don't wait for anything. But yeah, so they are just going to allow Last Hope to take the top, secure the Mortar Punisher now. Last Hope is going to make the rotation. They're a little bit afraid of that top keep. So, but that already shows you that they're not quite certain they can end with this.
Shen goes in, pulls over the Arcane Punisher. Here comes a stage dive, and Monkey's going to fight. They think this is their only chance here to hold.
Uh-oh. Leori comes in from the top. Has perfect entomb angles, actually, but goes in deep for Alex here right now. Trying to slow that down. Punisher is baited back in. That's bad for the Monkeys. Now they have to face that too. The entomb doesn't hit anything, but Chen is still down, and that was an important kill here. Fnatic taking one and now trying to just clean house.
Punisher's about to jump again. Maka needs to be careful. Okay, he comes back in time. Last Hope is going to be the focus. Actually getting shredded pretty quickly here, especially by Crosby. ETC, though, gets picked up as Monkeys continue to lose member one by one.
Yeah, Maka also eating a ton of damage here. Good zoning again. Breeze gets hit by the spiders, but now the Punisher goes straight for the core. To be honest, that should be game. You just have to buy some time here. It's a 5 versus 3 already. Maka is trying to move in, but here comes the Punisher with a stun. Maka very much in there alone. They're trying to go for Last Hope, and Breeze goes down, but so do the shields on the core.
But Maka is starting to get some resets on his cooldown reduction. Shwimpy beat next. Maka goes in for a 4th member, and Smexy's the only one left. The Punisher hitting the core. Smexy trying to work on his auto attacks as much as he can here. Down to 40, down to 30. The Punisher, however, jumps on the Splinter on the back line. Smexy doing all that he can to stay alive. Last Hope trying to come back. No way. Is Decker King going to be the one to win this game? It doesn't look like it, as it goes down to 19%, down to 18 as Make finally gets a kill.
The old man with his staff.
I can't believe he stayed alive that long.
Hits it the entire time with a staff. Now 18% for the Monkeys. Boy, was I off with the 14. 22 minutes in, the longest game of the series by far. Fnatic not using the early game advantages that they had, and then just prolonging the game to 20 when all of a sudden we're seeing Nazebo doing work.
And now Monkey's going to go straight in. Top left. They got catapult
can't
pressure.
End.
Diablo bought a lot of time in the middle, slowing them down.
Yeah, they can't end here, right? Entomb is up, 7 minutes.
They feel like they have to.
They're going to try. I mean, they're definitely going to try.
All right.
Where's Breeze? Breeze is just now coming back. He's actually zoning Nazebo.
Nazebo's the majority of the damage.
Breeze is zoning Nazebo. That's actually smart. And here comes the Apocalypse too. There is no way the Monkeys end. Yeah. Absolutely none.
Maki does no damage to this core. As Mephisto basically spell-based. Alex and Prodigy jump to the front line. Mana will be the target. Can they pick off KT? KT's trying to get in. The body blocks. No, Mana gets back.
Yeah, it's absolutely no way that this is going to end here. Catapults are pushing through the top lane, bot lane. That's another thing. Breeze is probably going to die. He goes down. But still, there should be no way that they're going to end this. Are they actually winning this? Smexy is low, but gets away. The spiders are everywhere. Nazebo is just shredding. Down go, oh my god, Deckard Kane and Last Hope on his Leoric are both down. The core's actually falling, the Monkeys are really pulling this off.
Actually gonna be the win.
Too strong.
Crosby find the stacks and they're just enough. Core starts to be melted down to 10, and you're right, Monkeys find a win with a Chen Nazebo